What's up, everybody? Brett Okamoto from ESPN. Very excited to talk to this man, Khamzat Chimaev, who, of course, had a breakout year in 2020. We were scheduled to see him in March of 2021. That didn't happen. I think the world knows why by now, and excited to talk to him about how he's doing. And let's start there, Khamzat. How are you, and how are you feeling?
I'm good now. I'm healthy. Like I'm doing training here. It's like in Chechnya, my country. Like now it's Ramadan. Like everybody know, like a special month for us.
Mhm.
After Ramadan, I'm gonna start like 100%. It's like I think I'm gonna be ready in August to smash somebody.
Which is great to hear. It's great to hear. So you said you're over in Chechnya, and I looked right before we started the interview. Is it kind of the middle of the night over there?
What?
Is it kind of the middle of the night in Chechnya right now? What time is
Yeah,
it?
yeah. 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, 4 in the morning. You
Yeah.
always up all night? Is that normal for you?
No, but I just wake up to pray. You know,
Okay.
so in the morning.
Yep. Well, obviously, great to hear that you're feeling well now. Let's go back to February. Again, you were scheduled to fight Leon Edwards on March 13th. It came out about a month before that you were having problems. You wouldn't be able to take the fight. Can we start there? What was going on in February that led to you saying, I'm not going to be able to fight this guy in March?
Uh, I was sick with this. I don't know what was this. How I can explain to you. This was hard for me.
Yeah.
When you're sick, you don't know. I say, if you're sick, you can't think about fight. I'm saying this stuff. Like I was like thinking it was like 1 month sick. I still like 2 months sick. Like I have to finish with this. I was thinking like that.
Mhm.
Now when I have start to be healthy, like when I'm healthy, like now I like hungry again. Like wow, I want to be back there and smash. Like fight somebody, make money. Like it's funny for me. Do it.
So this thing it affects a lot of people different. I mean, were you just
Yeah,
what were you feeling, I guess? Like what were your symptoms with COVID?
like feeling like pain in my like what is this in English?
In your lungs?
I don't know. Yeah, lungs. I feel pain there. Like when I blood, like when I come out sometimes, and I like think too much. Like think too much like about when I gonna be healthy, when I gonna be healthy, when I can fight, when I can go train. Like that make me like this post I did, like maybe it's finished for me, like something like that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, because at the time you did that, how long had you been sick when you made that post that you said you just thought that maybe it was over?
But it was like when I was in Sweden, like start to feel me better. Then I feel like 1 week better, like for 1 week bad. I was training, still training, where I was feeling bad also. Sometimes we call ambulance, like they come also to the gym and help me. Uh, it was like too crazy this month. The coach said to me like, no, we can do it. Like next year, we will have to look your body and everything. Like most important, like your healthiness.
Mhm. Mhm.
Then I stopped training and come to the USA. Was there. The doctors helped me there also. When I come back to my country, here also they helped me. I did my house surgery. I did operation here. So they took out some stuff like I don't know how to explain in English. And now I feel much better. Like I weigh more. Like I was like 93 kilos. Feel me stronger.
Mm.
Now just start to train with my team and find somebody to kill.
Well, man, I know that English is not your first language, so it's going to
Yeah.
be difficult. But I haven't heard of someone requiring a surgery yet for COVID related.
Yeah, I didn't tell somebody. It's like I told you first, like nobody knows about that. Just my family, my brothers, like
Mhm.
know about that, and my manager know.
So is it to help you breathe, or is it was it?
Yeah, help you to breathe first. Like it was something when I see you in USA, maybe I can show you this thing. I don't know how I explain it,
Huh,
in English.
huh.
It's like I start to learn my English like when I start when I come in the UFC, that time I start like speak English,
Oh,
Before that, never English. Like that's why it's sometimes I can't explain something in English.
no,
I always problem with that.
you're doing great. I don't think most people could have an interview without a translator, only speaking English. For last year was when you first started speaking English.
Yeah,
Yeah, less than a year. I think you're doing all right. But did the UFC know that you were having surgery? Did you keep them in the loop on that?
I told my manager. I don't know. He told Dana somebody. Maybe I don't know.
Was it did you have to go to sleep for them to do the surgery?
Yeah,
Uh-huh. And then how
yeah.
long were you in the hospital?
Uh, 3 days.
Okay.
But when I was home, I have one doctor here. It's like every day come and check my body and how I like my healthy.
Mm.
They check everything here.
Do you think the surgery has been the biggest difference for you? Like, is that sort of kind of what ended your symptoms and made you feel a lot better?
Like feel better, like in my head also like feeling better. I was like too angry, to do something. I didn't know what you're gonna do. Like I was close to do something. Things also like no, yeah, no, like well, because I still like sick 2 months.
Mhm.
Yeah. Now I feel good. Now smash back. Surprise, surprise.
You said that they had to come to the gym, the ambulance had to come to get you. Were you just why? Could you not move, or were you collapsing? Why was the ambulance coming?
Couldn't move, but I move, but just like when I breathe, like was fever. When I breathe, I feel a pain in my chest, like it's here. Uh, like told my coach, I feel bad. Then I like move down, like yeah. Said they make ambulance.
Huh, huh. And that happened once, or it happened multiple times?
2 times. But one time I was after training, other time was in home when I was home,
Mm.
like resting. And
Mm. When was the first? When was the first time? And I'm sorry to ask you all these questions, but of course,
no,
everybody wants to know what's been going on with you. When was the first time you coughed up blood?
when I was in the USA,
You
like when they told me like it was I did wrong there because they told me like don't spar with somebody. But when I go with my manager Ali, my brother, he stopped me all the time. No, you can't. But I want like something in my jaw. Just wanna jump in and in the cage, I spar with somebody, do something. When I go to the sparring, but I told him I'm gonna do only pads, but it was lying. I jump in the grappling sparring. I did 3 rounds. Then I feel bad, like in my chest. Like we did hard sparring with some guy. I feel bad. I said to coach, I go out. Like then I go home. I start to like blood. Like, they will start to come out when I do like what is the in English, I don't know how it's
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, like this.
Huh. What goes through your mind as a young guy, healthy guy? You're in the U.S. to receive health treatment, and you start coughing up blood. Were you scared, or were you like, what went through your mind?
Yeah, but I never scared about my life. I scared about what my mom gonna do after I die. You know, my mom, my brothers, like, and I was thinking about that. It's like what they gonna do after us. So if
Mm.
I die, you know, like I start with this MMA with this, you know, it's because of my family. I want to make some good life for them
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because before I didn't have it, but I want to make it for my family.
Is that why you're still doing it now? If that's what got you into it, what's the motive?
Yeah, yeah, but in my like in my heart, like something like want to compete always, you know, like we do something. Want to be like number one. If I do it like just jogging like with some guys, always want to be like number one.
Mm.
To it's make me feel better.
Yeah. After you put up on Instagram that you thought it might be over, it wasn't too much later that the head of Chechnya, Khamzat
Yeah,
Kadyrov, he put up a statement that said, "You will go until the end." He had spoken to you, and some people said that they were surprised, I guess, that he would come out and say that before you had even talked about it. Can you kind of say what was your conversation like with him, and then did you know he was going to put out a statement? How did that whole thing happen?
yeah. He called me when I was there. We have put out this picture, put this picture in my Instagram. He called me, what's happening, what's wrong with there. I said I still sick like 2 months, but he say, why didn't call me? Why did you say to me, I can help you with something? Like he promised me if you come home like 2 3 weeks, I'll help you.
Mm.
Like make it's like doctors like from Russia can help me. He promised me he gonna help me if I start to compete again. You know, like
Mm.
after that, I said, of course, if I'm healthy, if I not die, of course I gonna compete.
Yeah.
I gonna fight. Uh, I come to my country. Like after 3 weeks, I start to feel much better.
Mm.
Uh, no blood, nothing, no fever. Like still, I start directly after 3 weeks. I start train also. It's
Mm.
like normal. I do pads. Like sometimes I do boxing sparring.
So you're kind of back to training 100% and you feel 100%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But then after after when I feel better, then start to like feel something here. You know, like bad. They check it. Like they said to me, doctor said to me how to do operation. It will be like you're gonna feel much better after that.
Mm. And that's the surgery that you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Is there any part of you that still thinks, yeah, I know you were frustrated when you put out that post. You were frustrated, you were angry, you said that you were done. Is there any part of you that thinks that maybe you were right though, that you're going through surgery now, that health is so important, and you're still going to come back and try and fight in August? I mean, that's like 7 months after feeling the way that you did. Could this be a bad idea, or are you pretty confident that you're doing the right thing here?
Yeah, I think it's right because I only did in UFC only 3 fights. Like I didn't show who I am. The people's like still talk, you know, like he beat guys, like something like that. That make me inside somewhere like now I have to show to these people like who I am, like to smash everybody, to take my belt and show to these guys who is the best in the world. I'm in MMA, Mike Tyson. I'm in MMA, Muhammad Ali. I'm gonna show it to everybody.
What did your mom think about the decision to continue to fight?
She don't know. She don't understand it. She didn't know I put this picture in Instagram. She don't have internet, you know. She just look at the movies, something like that.
Okay.
Sometimes she watch my fights also.
Okay. So she knows that you're fighting. She knows that you had COVID, but she doesn't know kind of, I guess, this whole story of what you went through.
She don't know, like, I was so sick. No, I didn't see my mom for months, 2.5 months. But I said to him I was sick like that. When she asked me like why I didn't fight, I said I'm a little bit sick now, I feel better and start to train. She don't know I did operation too. I don't say to she because she gonna like start to cry.
Start to worry, yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. So what is your just a few more questions, man, and then I'll let you go. What is your hope then? You said you want to fight in August. You were supposed to fight Leon Edwards, who had a long win streak. I think he was ranked number 4 at the time. It was this big situation, you know, where they were taking you.
Yeah.
You only had 3 fights in the UFC. You're going to be a main event against a guy who was on that type of winning streak. So now what happens? What kind of fight do you come back to in August?
For me, it doesn't matter. There are 2 weight class waiting for me, like 84, 77. I can go fight 93 kilos. I did sparring with the guys like who is like top 10 now in the 93 kilos. But don't say I doesn't want to say the names for these guys, but the guys know when they did spar with me what's happening there. I can fight with. I can beat Blachowicz too. He make like Israel too. Israel lose like with wrestling against Blachowicz. Blachowicz not wrestler. I don't know people how they think about, but yeah, of course I didn't fight so long time. Like of course I don't have so many fights, but I know who I am. But just how to show it. Now I'm back. August, give me somebody. Like doesn't matter. For me, it doesn't matter. I fight with everybody. When I healthy, I fight anybody, everybody. Like doesn't matter. Brock Lesnar, no.
So if it was, so you say you don't matter. So but you know, obviously you want to prove that you're the best and you want to hold a championship. If you could come back and the UFC was like, you know what, this is not going to happen. But if they said, we'll give you a title shot in whichever division you want, would you want to fight Kamaru Usman, Israel Adesanya, or Jan Blachowicz? Which of the 3 would you want?
I can fight like where everybody. Just give me like 1 hour rest after one fight. I can fight with everybody. That's what we do in the gym. That people think it's like that, the crazy things. I don't think like it was like too crazy. I did 2 fights like 10 days, you know, like I think, you know, like not like history, blah blah blah. For me, it's not history. It's nothing for me. It's like did many fights in outside, you know. Some days like 10 fights. It's outside street fights, you know. I can fight one day 3-4 fight if I'm not injured. Like after I can fight in gym also we spar with a lot of guys, you know, like we change all the time. And my sparring partners, they weigh more than me. So Alex like 100 like kilo, I don't know, more, 110. Ilir, you know, these guys. I spar with these guys. If I spar with these monsters, I'm gonna kill everybody in my weight class.
Yeah. You think you will come back at welterweight? Will that be your first fight back in August?
I think so. My manager, I told him, my coach, my team, like they told me 77 kilos, like they will be good for you. I'll be back. If they say like this, I said, okay, doesn't matter. If they want to go to heavyweight also. For me, really, I don't like to show me I'm a tough guy, blah, blah, blah. But for me, it doesn't matter. Fight is fight. If you fight somebody like 200 kilos guys coming to like outside, oh, let's fight. What are you going to say? He's fighting with you. You stay, no, you're not my weight class.
Yeah.
how to fight.
Fans love that kind of mentality, and I think that that's one of the reasons why you become so popular in a short amount of time, is that you are, you know, willing to just take on any of those fights and do them in quick fashion. But since I think we were expecting you to come back to welterweight, last thing I'll ask you is, what do you think about that title fight coming up between Masvidal and Usman? Do you think Masvidal has a chance?
I don't know. I was watching now the embedded, you see embedded in my MacBook. I don't know. They're both the good guys. Like Masvidal, how now all training camp. He did good training camp. We'll see. I think Usman gonna win this fight, but it's gonna be a long night for both, like 5 rounds. I think Usman gonna hold him against the cage and do this like feet. I don't know what is this name.
The foot stomp. The foot stomp. Yeah.
Yeah. This. I don't know. We'll see.
Yep.
Well, man, both is good.
I really, really appreciate you taking the time to talk with me. You know, I think obviously a lot of people were very curious about what was going on with you. It's very nice to see that you're feeling good, you're feeling better, and that you believe you'll be back in August, man. I think we're all looking forward to it.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.